Evening, guys. How are we all doing? Hope you're all okay. I realise I've not been on for a while, and I apologise for that. There's not a lot I can do about it, to be honest, but yeah, I wouldn't just, not do videos on a purpose if there were no good reason for it. It's more or less all up here, what with one thing and another. I was waiting for a result. I'm not going to go into it, but I was waiting for a result from the hospital, and I did have a phone call. This was about 2 weeks ago now, though, and I've been trying to get back on track since because, it was decent news, and I've been a little bit concerned about it, but to say the least. Although I don't show things like that. I don't talk about health problems or nothing like that. That's the way I deal with it. I don't like talking about it. I just brush it off straight away. I think even Sharon's used to that now. It took her a while, but I believe in not talking about it. I don't really care what anybody else does. That's their own personality, the way they deal with things, but I don't discuss stuff like that. So I'm just telling you just this once, that I was waiting for results. Pretty decent phone call as well, so since then, been trying to get back on track. Trying to get back on track is hard when you support Liverpool. Dear me. I suffer with depression, you see, so it don't help. When we lost against Man United, I don't even like talking about it, to be honest. That was a bad one. But I will say this, and I don't really care who agrees with me and who don't. They were there for the taking that day. They were there for the taking, and we should have hammered them. But we were terrible. And in the end, I suppose, do I have to say this? I suppose they deserve the result. There you go. I said it. This last weekend, again Brentford, I've got it on my phone, so I took my phone out and I forgot my earpiece. I was going to take one earpiece, wireless one, and I forgot it, didn't I? I knew I'd forget something. So I had to turn the volume down. We went out to watch a band, an 80s band. If you're in, I think they're from Sheffield. So if you're anywhere, in a probably how far they travel, 50-mile radius, you get a chance to see a band called Atomic. They're an 80s band. Fantastic. We love them. I'm going to see them again soon at the Diamond. They're sort of in Nashville as well. Anyway, we went out to watch them the other night, and I must apologise to them if they spotted me. I don't know whether they did or not. We were sat near the front. I'd got my phone, leaned up again, something on the table. They put candle holder thing, and I leaned my phone up again that. And I'm sat watching my phone. It's that volume up, mind. I'm not that ignorant. But I was one eye on the game and one eye on the band. I should have just kept both eyes on the band. I was trying to clap along and everything as well. Not to Liverpool, to the band. Note to clap at with Liverpool. Anyway, I was in a mess again. I don't sleep right with it. I wake up the next day and I'm terrible all day. So there you go. I wanted to just come on tonight, something I've been wanting to do for a while, and just to tell you, Well, a little story about something I got a few years ago now. About 12 years. Christ, it's gone quick. Back in 2011, 2011, yeah, stroke 2012, I taught myself the scroll saw. If you don't know what a scroll saw is, look it up. And I bought a table scroll saw. I'd seen it on YouTube, and I thought I fancy a go at that. So I bought a cheap one to start with, second-hand one, and that broke. I realised why I was selling it, I think. The arm snapped on it. So I went up to Oldham. We're in Manchester again. Yeah. I went up to Oldham to fetch this table scroll saw. And I absolutely loved it. I sold it not long back to somebody on Facebook, and I could have cried when it went. That's how much I didn't want it to go. But I suffer with emphysema and everything, so I've not been able to use it for years. Anyway, I'll put a photo up here somewhere of the type of thing I used to do. I used to do all sorts on it, cut all sorts, but this one here in particular was a favourite of quite a few people. And I used to cut things and sell them, eBay, Facebook, you know, as you do. I used to even do portraits, famous people. I did. If I think about it, I'll get some photos and I will put them on here. But Sharon will need to tell me where they are first. I added a few. I gave 2 or 3 away when he came and fetched my scroll saw off me. Sold him the scroll saw and I gave him 2 or 3 of them because he liked them. So I was showing him what I used to do. I gave them to him. But I've still got a few left. I did Al Pacino and a few. I can't remember off the top of my head now. John Wayne, I think I did. And one day I wanted to cut a what do you call it? A quote by Bill Shankly. He once said, "If you are first, you are first. If you are second, you are nothing." I've always liked that quote. And I wanted to cut it, so I cut it. I used to cut into MDF, thin bits of MDF, various thicknesses, 3mm up to about 10mm, even 20mm, but not very often, the thicker stuff. And this one I put up here, the Liverpool one, I think that was 10mm, I think it was 10mm. But yeah, this quote, I did it in 3mm MDF, 3 or 4mm. And I cut it out, and what you do is you cut it out of the MDF, and then you frame it, but you put a piece of black card at the back so that it stands out. I did have one down here that I did a Sharon. I don't know where it's gone. I could have showed you. Anyway, like I said, I'll put some photos in if I can find any. So I did this quote, and I'd nearly finished it. And I was up in the shed, and I went into the house, and I said to Sharon, just an idea came in my head. And I said to Sharon, I said, when I finish this, I said, who, and I showed it to her, and she knows what we're going to say anyway. I said, who do you think would deserve it as a present? And that's all I said to her. And she answered me straight away. She didn't even think about it. She said, Stephen Gerrard. Right? She's honest to God, she said it straight away. Stephen Gerrard. Never even thought about it. So the reason I asked her is because I'd already thought of it. I knew his birthday was coming up. And I knew I could get his address. Don't bother asking, by the way. Nobody will get it. Nobody. And I mean nobody. So don't ask. I'm not sure he lives in the same place now anyway. But, oh, yeah, he does, yeah. Yeah, he does. But don't ask anyway. Because you're not getting it. But yeah, I knew somebody who knew his address. And I got it off him. And I posted it to him when I'd finished it. Put it in a nice frame. Like I say, his birthday was around that time. So I sent it up to him, a bit of a letter. Just explaining, you know, what I'd done and everything. And I thought, well, I knew he'd go to a gym. Although he'd probably hang it up at his gym or somewhere like that. I actually said that to him, I think, in letter. Anyway, we sent it. Cost me about £7, I think it was. I sent it recorded delivery and everything. Special delivery, that right. Special delivery. And it was about 2 weeks later. I was in the shed cutting on my skull saw. And Sharon shouted me from, she came to the back door. You could see straight up to the shed. She shouted me and I says, yeah? She says, postman's just been. There's a envelope here from your mate. I said, you what? She said, there's an envelope here for your mate. Come and have a look. I went, Bob, what are you on about? An envelope from my mate. She went, come and have a look. There is an envelope here from your mate. Thought, oh, what's she on about? Anyway, I'd forgot about that, you see. So I went down. Yes, and I opened it up. And this was in it. I'll put it a bit closer for you. Hold it there for a sec. I'm not going up. I'll have a photo as well. It says here, to Pete, best wishes, and they signed it, Stephen Gerrard. And then here, but P.S., thanks for the present. Hey? So I'll chuff with that. It's been on my wall, it's been in a frame and on my wall ever since. Yeah, mine. From Stephen Gerrard. Yeah. To Pete, best wishes, Stephen Gerrard. P.S. Thanks for the present. And that's really all I wanted to do a video for. I wanted to show you that. There is something else, but I will go into that another time, another one. To do with Liverpool. Not another, no to do with Stephen Gerrard. I think he were about 8 at the time of the thing I'm going to talk about next. But not today. I'll leave that for another video. I was going to do it today, but I'll leave it for another video. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you found that a little bit interesting. My boys have got Crystal Palace on Wednesday night, and believe it or not, I'm dreading it. I don't think he'll put a top team out anyway. Or will he? Or will he? I mean, we could do without any more injuries, so probably won't. But he knows he needs a win. I'm a bit worried for Arne Slot. He looks like he's lost his way a little bit. One thing I would say to him is, stop, please, stop putting Dominic Szoboszlai at right back. at any point during the game, please stop it. Stop it, Horner, because that's not getting you any fans and it's not scoring you any points. So please stop it. He's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, if not the best. And he needs playing in the position that he plays. Please. So yeah, thanks again, guys, for watching. I'm going to leave it there. I'm still not in the best moods and the right frame of mind for doing all this, but I did say I was going to do it, so I'll do this one. There was something I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it was now, but yeah. Oh, yeah, the one thing I did want to say, Steve and Bev, was great to see you the other day. I'm glad you came back on. I know you've got your issues, and I hope everything is sorting itself out. Bev, I hope your mum is picking up a little bit, and you know, I hope she's improving a little bit. So cheers, guys. Dave and Julie, what I meant to say to you as well. We did watch your video the other day, and I think I forgot to press like and I forgot to comment. That's the way I've been this last, well, a few weeks now, but this last few days, what with football and everything, it's, you know, I've not known whether I'm coming or going off at time, to be honest. I'm not making excuses. It's just, yeah, we watched your the spooky one. That's what I wanted to say. Am I the only one in the UK of our age group? I'm 67, by the way. Am I the only one who hasn't watched The Exorcist? I don't care if I am, because I'll never watch it. I'll tell you a little story about that next time. I'll never watch it, and I never watched it, and I never will. So there you go. That's what I wanted to say, Dave and Julie, about, because I know you mentioned that in your video. I never watched it and I never will. Yeah. So catch you all later, and have a good week, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.